Okay, this should be audio now.
Can you hear us now?
I can hear us, so.
Can you hear us now? All right, let's start from the beginning then, I guess.
I can hear us, so.
Where did the window go? There you are. So yeah, for the ones of you that haven't watched any of our streams before, this one will be just like the other ones. It's very laid back and spontaneous. We have no clue what we will be doing, but we'll be doing some work on Flame and things related to that. And also, if you have any Flame questions or feature requests or something, you can drop them in the chat and we can talk about them live.
Now there's an echo. Why is there an echo?
We even did a tech check yesterday.
It was working fine yesterday.
But that's how it should be when it's live, right?
I can hear the echo as well, so it's probably my fault.
Maybe your... Oh, hello, Dev Cage. We're having some technical difficulties at the moment. First we had no sound, and now there is an echo of everything. So
okay, there shouldn't be an echo now.
Can someone confirm in the chat? Is there still an echo? What? Should I? You're muted now.
Yeah. How can I?
But is there still an echo?
I don't
Still
think
echo.
so. I didn't hear any echo.
There's an echo.
As have you watched on the?
Yeah, I was watching it there. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. And you apparently your audio is too low, Joachim.
My audio is too low.
Yeah, your mic is. I guess we can hear you fine because it's going through Discord, but yours is going through OBS to the stream, right?
Yeah. So the problem is that it's capturing my full audio.
So can you, if you don't stream the audio from Discord, then just from?
Yeah, but then I can't hear you guys.
Oh, right.
I know how to solve it. I just don't get why we didn't have it yesterday.
But some people are saying they don't hear echoes. Eric says he doesn't hear an echo. Do you still hear an echo, Steph?
Yeah, because I have to manually mute every participant on my Discord call.
Mm-hmm.
So in the other Discord call that we are recording, it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Because I hear everything twice. But I have something for that.
All right. Well.
Oh, we are so professional. Let me first up the audio.
This is what happens when you don't pay 600 euros for a StreamYard or whatever it was, the ridiculous new pricing was.
Yeah, that was way too expensive. Okay. Should be louder now.
And for the cloaked coder that asked if we're going to give some Flutter 3D updates, we are most definitely going to talk about some Flame 3D stuff at least, which builds on that. So, for sure. Is everything set up now?
No, but there's no echo, except I'm the only one that's having an echo locally, probably.
Oh, no.
That's fine.
Okay, so you'll just listen to the echo then. Okay, is your okay, for folks in the chat, is there any audio problems now, or is everything back to working? Right, we have like a delay of like 20 seconds or
Yeah.
something until it is actually streamed, right?
That the stream might have just crashed.
Okay.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Wee. There we go. It's back. Okay. Eric says it sounds good. Steph says it sounds good.
And Mike says it is too low, but only for you when you're talking.
Only when I'm talking. That's weird. I can't change that.
Then you just have to talk very loudly. But you must be able to change your mic output, right? Or is it already maxed?
Yeah.
Like on the OS settings.
Oh man, I don't know. I'm not a professional.
Okay, Steph says she can hear both of us fine.
Thanks. And Mike just has to fix his.
And Mike only has problem with hearing your voice, so that's interesting. Maybe he's just learned
has
how
a
to
built-in
cancel out
filter.
your stuff.
So everything is up and running now, right?
Okay, should we do a third introduction then, I guess? So now when the audio is working, welcome everyone. And for the ones that have been here for a while, this will be the third introduction. And Mike says he's not trolling. Sure. So we're gonna have this stream going the whole weekend, and it's gonna be super spontaneous, and we're just gonna focus on whatever we feel like on Flame. And if you have any questions about Flame or any feature requests or anything, yes, to drop us a message in the chat and we can talk about your problem or your feature requests live on the stream. And there will be 3 more people joining soon, I guess, but we are pretty much all in different time zones, so it's a bit problematic since I'm sitting here in Sweden, Jochum in Netherlands, and DevCage in India, Henan in Portugal, Luan in Canada, and Eric in Brazil. Did I forget anyone now?
No, I think that's it.
And we can do a short introduction again, but from what I see in the chat, I think most of the people that are watching already know us, but I am Spydon if you hang out on Discord, or Lucas Klingsbo if you hang out on Flutter conferences. And who are you, Jochum?
I am Jochem, and also known as Wolfenrain pretty much everywhere else, because most people can't pronounce my name correctly. And I tend to break the Flame engine more often than I fix it, so we'll do that this stream as well.
Yes. Do you want to do a short introduction, DevCage?
Yeah, so yeah, hi, this is DevCage, DevKage, whatever you want to call it. Um, uh, my real name is Shubham. I'm from India. Uh, Mostly I work on like creating content around Flame, tutorials around Flame, and try to answer as much questions as possible in the Flame Discord. Haven't been active from the last few months, but yeah, like had to join on this core hack. So yeah, I'm here today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you've been busy moving houses and stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly. Struggling with my network connection and all that. So yeah.
Have you gotten a better microphone now than you used to have?
Yeah, I did get a better one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really great audio now.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Eric, you're not seeing DevKage because he doesn't have his video
Yeah,
on.
yeah, that's a different problem that I'm trying to solve right now. Getting getting my video feed up.
I love that. I don't know how long have I known you, like probably several years, and I have pronounced your nickname wrong for all this time. You never
Yeah,
told me. That's funny.
If we turn on the shown thingy, see now we can sort of see him.
Sort of see what?
Now we can see DevCage. Like as a person in the call.
at least. Oh, okay.
Jaha.
But then we
Okay.
also see the other little account.
Mm.
Mm.
Eric, I can see you in the chat. Why are you not joining the stream? Yet, but I guess you will be joining soon. Yeah, I guess we can, since we haven't planned anything, do you guys have any ideas what you would want to do this weekend?
3D stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's great.
I'll have to go through the issues and
Yeah.
see what I can pick. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea too. Just clear up some issues.
Hmm.
Oh, I really want to fix that flaky test that we have had for like 2 years
Oh
now.
yeah, yeah.
It's so annoying.
Why haven't you?
I have tried so many times. I have. So if anyone wants to see a very strange flaky test that we can have, I can post the link for you. And it should be deterministic because it's using the same seeds for the hashes and stuff everywhere. But no. It sometimes fails and sometimes doesn't. Let me see if I can find it.
Wasn't that a platform specific failure as well? I think it only fails on Windows or something like that. Yeah.
Since we're only running the CI on Linux,
Oh yeah. Right. Yeah.
don't think it should be. Let's see here. Was one that was failing. Yeah, now I just have to find the test again too. See, it is something to do with collision detection, but I forget which test it is. We have so many. And I don't think it fails locally either. It only fails in the CI, which makes it harder to troubleshoot too. Let's see. Maybe we have an issue open for it. I can't find any failing actions now. Flaky test. I always spell flaky wrong. Let's see, no.
How can you spell it wrong?
With
Like
the
5 letters.
yeah, and I spell with EY instead of just Y.
Why?
Meanwhile, I'm looking for that. Maybe you can present what Flame 3D is, because I'm guessing most people on this watching don't know what it is.
I can try. I'll just. So, let me see if I can share my screen. So you haven't really tried that. Yeah, this window. Oh, and then I have to. Oh, that's going to be annoying. Lord, what's happening?
I don't know. Something sounded like it dropped out.
I don't know what I just did. Oh. I did something I shouldn't have.
Is the stream down now?
I think the stream is down, but dang it. The way my computer is set up, I can't easily share my screen right now. You can only share a single window.
But do you need anything more than that window for now then?
Yes.
Oh, to show the actual visual stuff.
Yeah. The problem is if someone shares the screen on the Discord call, I have to manually click on watch stream.
On the other Discord account.
Yeah. The solution is far from perfect.
Yeah. Yeah,
And YouTube
maybe
says there's an error.
if anyone knows about a StreamYard alternative that doesn't cost all the money, and then next time we're gonna do a stream, please give us recommendations. Oh, Mike has asked the question here. I would love to learn more about contributing to the project and if there is anything I could pick up, but I suck in general around game-related terms, mechanics, and architecture. Well, I am sure that your programming skills, Mike, you can get anything like that. I mean, I didn't do any game coding before I started with Flame, so. But yeah, I don't know what and for anything specific that you could pick up, but there is so much things that could be done. We can have a look here in the issues. Should I stream the issue? We can look through the issue board a bit, I guess.
Okay, so every time Lucas shared his screen yesterday, his Discord just crashed. And I think that happened now as well. Like, this solution is really not perfect. And you have the same problem as yesterday?
As yesterday, I have no idea what is happening with Discord when I'm trying to share a window. It just closes down when it's ready to add it. Let's see. Because I have a way too wide monitor to share the whole monitor. But I can post a link in the chat and people that are interested can have a look together with us here. Oh, and Eric also asked here, is our pipeline broken? And yeah, since there was a Flutter release yesterday, there were some deprecation stuff in there, and we're failing on infos, so we have to fix those ones. And we're actually thinking of just bumping to the min version to the newest Flutter version now, because it will just generally be simpler to use the new methods they have in there. Oh, yeah. Mike was thinking of building a game server and client SDK. Maybe that sounds like a great idea, I think. So for the game server, like currently it's a bit complicated to run Flame headless because it has a few things from Flutter that that isn't like broken out into packages. Some of the things they are going to break out to packages, I think. But I think you managed to get Flutter running on the server too, Joachim. But you can also just have a completely separate game loop for running it on the server too.
The problem is if you don't run it on Flutter, you also have to rebuild a lot of things that you might use from Flame, like the collision system and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's the downside.
Yeah, so that's something that would taken into consideration. And we had a question from Steph here. I have been away from working with Flame for many months. Are the tutorials on your website up to date with the current version? And yes, they are, because they are automatically, whenever we release a version, a new version of the site is automatically being pushed up, and that one is compiled with the newest Flame. So if anything breaks, then our pipeline breaks. So it should be all good. And we had another question here. What do you guys think about extended gamut and P3 support? I guess that's a question for you, Jochen.
I mean, if anything, it's the best question for Hanan, but he's not here.
Well, it's in the chat, so Hanan, get in here.
His timing is impeccable. I'm really glad we have support for it. Like, when it comes to gaming stuff, it doesn't really matter that much. But the fact that we can now use extended colors, basically, makes it a lot more professional. I'm happy.
Yeah. Let's see. We're gonna look at some issues here. Can you try to share your screen, maybe DevKage?
Yeah, let me try that.
See if your Discord also closes down as soon as you try to share it.
Maybe you shouldn't try to run on Linux.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I'm also researching StreamYard alternatives. Because this is just annoying.
Yeah.
They all just cost at least 400 euros a year. It's just insane.
That's wild. And I mean, we stream like, what, 4 times a year or something?
Yep.
Yay! The issues are up. Have you pressed the watch button?
I have.
Nice. So I guess people in the stream can see them now. Yeah, the first thing we had there that was open today, that one is it's like it works like it should do, but the example is kind of confusing. So if you can go into that example, Shubham,
Yeah.
and
Oh, they didn't link it correctly, I guess.
no, they just linked the, but you can just right click up there and it will pop up. Here it is under debugger, yeah. So if you press one of these things a few times, so the thing, do you know what, without me telling you what's happening here, what do you think is happening in this example?
No idea.
Because it is supposed to be like this, but it is very confusing for some, because there's no description or anything.
Is it rotating? I'm not sure.
Yeah. So there are, all of these ones are clip components.
Uh-huh.
And they have a child that is a square that is rotating inside of it.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's just, yeah. I mean, if you look at the code, you kind of understand what's happening, but I think we should.
Yeah, this is not a great example.
Yeah, because you can do a lot of nice stuff with the clip component, but from this example, you just get a bit confused. So if the rectangle is defined there in the top, and you can see that that one has a rotate effect on it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so what do we actually want to do in this?
Yeah, that we haven't decided yet. Yeah, what would be a good? I mean, since Eric has written this example, maybe he has some ideas too, or I think he made the component too. So when he joins. But what is the best? What is the clearest way to show a clip component. Probably something visual, like a sprite component or something that we clip off parts of. Or what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it would be definitely better than this. This I'm not exactly sure what's happening in this without like
Yeah.
looking at the code. Um,
Yeah, so
we might probably have better examples in our Discord server somewhere. Like when people talk about clip component, they generally post some.
yeah, let's have a search, and because then we can actually see what people use it for too. Maybe a sprite that is a child of a clip component, and that clip could be a square, a circle, and a polygon.
Right,
Yeah, I think that could be good.
I think even Godot engine has something similar for clip examples. Godot or probably Unity, some one of the two.
Okay, yeah, we could have a look at what they do because they have clearly done more research about this than we have. Yeah, because we have some sprite components already in the examples, I guess. Yeah. Do you want to take charge and start coding that now, and we can code that live? That should be pretty quick, I think. We basically just have to change that child that all of these ones have, and so it's called the clip component example.
We are using this everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. So we could just replace that with something else, I think.
Oh, where is the clip? Okay, this is defining the clip. Okay.
Yeah, so that one has all of the different types of clips that we support. So I guess as a test, you could just try to put like the Ember component in there or something maybe. And I think we have one that is
Oh,
already
we do
in the
have
examples.
do we have Amber component itself?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, we do.
And then I have like, I mean, that is not in Flame, it's just in the examples that the other one lives. So I guess
Okay.
we'll see if we have to set some size or something on it. And it should probably be big enough from the beginning so that you can see the clips. Maybe you can have the other way around so that it's big enough from the beginning that you can see it clipped off, and when you press it, it makes it smaller instead of larger.
Let's see if this works. Yeah, remind me again, how do we run these examples?
You just there is just the main in there in the root. We might just run that. What does it say? Maybe run pub up. Oh yes, run. You have to run pub upgrade. That was some stuff from.
Or
I
do I
think we
need to
have it.
do
I think you can run Melos upgrade. I think I
yeah.
added it so that it runs pub upgrade in all packages.
Why was it showing errors? Okay.
I think your stream has frozen, at least for me.
Oh.
Does it happen anything for you? Like the stream, the stream from Shubham.
Yeah, I don't get why. It's not the first time.
Now it goes. Now it happens. Stuff. Okay, let's try running the example now.
Stop watching. Watch. Yeah. For some reason, I can't join the stream.
What do you mean? Aha.
Why?
OBS is much better than StreamYard. Yeah, it's
This is OBS.
we're having some slight small difficulties, but I mean it could also be that we're not streaming that often with OBS. I guess could have a.
I have an alternative for the next stream, but yeah, it doesn't want to connect to the stream.
Oh, so it has it. Oh, so they can't see.
No.
Our viewers can't see what Devcage
cannot.
is streaming. Oh no.
Can you try to?
Should I stop? Yeah.
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 Stop and start. We are so professional.
Yeah. No tech problems at all.
Yeah. It's live.
Okay, now it should. Okay, yeah, cool. So we were looking at
Nice. I guess we can make the clip components a bit bigger from the beginning too. They're quite small.
right. Oh, was it only 50? Yeah, maybe that's.
If you press the little bookmark thing there on the side, it will. And on the other side, then every time you start, when it reruns it, it will go to the same example, so you don't have to scroll back to it.
Oh, does it do that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Great feature Eric made. Okay, so maybe move the other components a bit to the so that they have some more space between them.
It's doing something.
Yeah, it's doing something. Yeah.
Um. Okay, maybe we should center the child. Do we have an anchor on this? We don't.
I mean, otherwise you can just do dot dot anchor on it too. I think you're defining the position
Oh
inside
no.
of the size now.
Oh, my bad. Hmm.
Yeah, that looks great. And just move it in a little bit. Yeah,
something
and
like
then
that.
yeah,
But the click doesn't work now, or is it
yeah. I
work?
think the click was implemented on, or where is the click implemented actually? Oh, it has a tap detector on that one, but it doesn't
Oh, it
use.
did.
Oh,
Oh, it
there
has.
it does.
Okay, yeah. So it does move it, but
It checks for all position components. But aren't the clip components themselves are also position components, right?
yep.
I think on the tap, yes, the query. If we get out all the embers in there, and then we just make them larger or smaller. So we can't do where type there because that, since they are children of, it's not recursive where type.
Oh, okay.
So either we have to go into all of the clip components and look at them. But I think what would be clearer is just if we save all the embers to a list there in onload, and then we don't have to do any of this querying of the children.
Can
So
do
we just
that.
like
Yeah.
keep a list outside of, yeah. And then you don't have to have it late either if you're already defining it up there.
Oh, I can pre-fill them. But then I'll still have to change their position and size, right?
Yeah. So I guess we can just do an embers add all and then define them, or you can put them directly in there too. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Does this work?
Yeah.
It should. Yeah, but we'll still have to detect which
Oh,
one.
on the like the cleanest way to do this, I guess, would be to not have the tap detector here, but to have it on the Ember component instead and use tap callbacks there, since we almost never try to use the tap detector directly on the game now, since people are using the world. So I guess we can just, yeah, exactly, just extend Ember with the tap callbacks.
Did it write it correctly?
Yeah, you're just missing the with tap callbacks after Ember there. Yeah, it looks good. Then we don't have to define the list of embers and stuff either. We can just define them like they were defined before. And it's tap down event now instead of tap down info. That's the old
Alright.
one.
Mm-hmm.
But that's great. I think that's a very clear example. Let's do the same for the square and the polygon too. Then.
We don't even need. Okay, we'll probably
Yeah,
need.
but then we don't need that list anymore. We can just, or we can move in the list to inside of onload. So we don't need it from anywhere outside there. Eric says that it almost feels like a crosshair scope. So we're Ember is in trouble. And for the ones of you that don't know Ember, that is our mascot for Flame.
Why is it not showing up?
What's the position? It's right on no. They have different positions.
Is it because of the anchor? We don't actually need to change the anchor, I guess.
But where are the others?
Oh, is it because
Can't we give them a color outline
Yeah.
or something?
Oh, I know why. The position inside of Tappable Ember there, since
Yeah.
Tappable Ember is a child of the clip component, you can have the position as the same on all of them. And only change the position of the clip component. Yeah, now we see something there at least. We just have to
Okay, I
put
need
the
to
clip
move
component
the
at a good spot, I
Yeah.
guess. It almost looks like it has feet now.
Let's
So then make the size of the clip components a bit bigger, I guess. Same size on these ones. Okay.
This is the square one.
Yeah. And that's the
Maybe for
triangle
400
polygon.
was fine. Let's do it like this. Maybe
Yeah, we have to uh, have the size of the ember inside of the square so that we can see that it's a bit clipped in the beginning. So maybe just make that second ember a bit larger now. Yeah, that's good. And then maybe move down the polygon one a bit. And should we move the polygon one a little bit? Yeah, exactly. Maybe make the polygon one a little bit smaller. I think it was still clear how it was being clipped, right? Okay, maybe not. Or maybe move it a little bit to the right and down. Maybe do like position all 125, 125 or something on the tappable ember, the last one. Not on the clip component. Or I guess you could move that one too. So I mean moving the ember inside of the clip component, not moving the clip component.
Okay.
Like 200 or 125 maybe. I think that would be good. Yeah. Maybe 125, 125 so you can see the bottom clip too. Yeah, that's great. I think this will be a much better example. All right. First PR for the weekend then maybe. Can push that one up.
Yep.
Then we can close the first issue. Oh, and we can write a better description for this one too. Because right now I think the description only said something like tap the component to see what happens or something. Oh dear.
Okay, let's keep it black. Okay, tap on the object and freeze.
So maybe say like, yeah, tap on the objects to increase their size and see how they are clipped by their clip component parents or something.
It auto completes. Does this not work here?
I think it wants to have a space in the end of the line, maybe. Not in that line, the line that you left.
Oh.
I know why it's. So you can either do three
Okay.
of those small ones and then split them 2 lines, or you can do separate ones on different lines.
Yeah, this works.
But it's longer than 80 now, right?
But it's not complaining now.
Interesting. maybe it has some specific things that it doesn't complain on those strings, but I think now you can yeah, do like that. But the thing is now it will have lots of space there in the beginning because it takes everything that is in between,
Oh,
including
okay.
the spacing. So then you can just move it all in, see how it formats it.
Something like that.
Yeah, doesn't matter that much.
Nice, cool. First PR. Oh, I'm on main, right? Am I on? Yeah, I'm on main. I need to.
So for the people that haven't done any contribution to Flame before, we have a contribution guide in the root of the mono repository called just contributing.md, but you can also just go into Discord and ask us any questions. But the main thing you have to do is when you have pulled down the repository, you have to run Melos Bootstrap because that sets up everything so that because we have lots of packages in here, so that they're all connected to each other. And then you can run things like Melos test and Melos analyze to run the same thing that will be running in the pipeline later to check that everything works. And since yesterday too, there is the pub workspaces was released. So that is an official way to handle mono repositories from Dart. So that we will integrate into Melos soon too. That makes the analyzer a lot more efficient. And when you do a contribution, you don't have to update any changelog or anything because it generates the changelog from the PRs because we use something called conventional commits. Because that if you have
And you don't even have to do the conventional commits. because we tend to edit
No,
the
exactly.
title to fit the needs
Yeah.
of ours anyway.
Yeah, and then all of the commits are squashed, and it only the actual commit title is the PR title later. So for this one, for example, you can just have docs, yeah. And then you can say closing number 3386. And at some point in the future, GitHub will start supporting form templates for the PRs like they do for the issues too. So then you don't have to have all these dirty markdown descriptions inside of here. That will be great, I think. I don't know why it's taking so much time for them to fix that, because they already have it on the issues.
Yeah.
Oh, do we have some special label for this core hack thing? Just to see how many things we closed.
Well, we don't have anything special. We have whatever we want to, what we come up with for focusing with, like things we can close and things we should be improved, and can do whatever our heart desires. I guess tomorrow, when we're on a different streaming service, Joachim will show some more 3D stuff.
Yes. Right now, I'm just setting up the other streaming service.
Yeah, nice.
Because right now we are on streaming servant me.
Yes. Maybe should we fix up so that the pipeline that we broke earlier works? Maybe we basically only have to bump
the minor
the
version.
minimum Flutter version and then change the color methods used, right?
And update all the golden tests, because that's also failing.
Right.
Because by ignoring the info warnings, sort of, on the analyzing, I got those analyzed jobs to succeed, but it still fails on the test because apparently the pixels changed in the new Flutter version. Which makes no sense.
Oh, it often happens.
These are the problems.
But most often it happens with when you're actually rendering Flutter widgets and using golden test. I mean, we're just drawing directly on the canvas, right?
Yeah, these are the things we have to fix before we can merge anything into Flame.
Yeah. Should we look at that? Do you want to continue driving, Shubham? Should be pretty simple. I can tell you what to do if you bring up the code.
Yep.
So if you go into, we can start in the CI job, I guess. So cicd.yaml. Here in the top, Flutter min version will be the, what is it, 227 or 327, right? That was what was released yesterday. Yeah, so usually we stay a few Flutter versions behind as our main version so that we can support more people. But now when there's more maintenance pain in it, people will just have to use an older Flame version if they're on an older Flutter. And after we have changed that, have you upgraded your Flutter version locally?
I think so. Let me check. Do we have a week?
So you can do dash version otherwise. Or you can just run upgrade and it will tell you if it's up to date.
Yep.
Nice. So if you run the analyzer, or your IDE will probably complain at, 127 problems. Nice.
Oh god.
But only
Why?
one there. It's
Oh,
okay.
those are info
Oh,
elements.
yeah. So I guess what should
Okay,
that one be, Joachim?
only the first one shows as error.
Yeah, we should fix all of the deprecation ones too, though. But it is pretty quick.
Yeah.
The
I already have a
argument type color can't be assigned to the parameter type vector 2. Okay, so vector 4. So we should just, instead of clear value there, we should have the
be in the
vector 4.
RGBA values.
Mm. And where is clear value defined?
No, that should still be a
Aha.
color. It
Oh,
should just be a vector 4 RGBA.
Mike has already done this. We don't have to do it. So he's almost pushing it soon.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, nice.
So we can just lay back and that's awesome. Um, has Mike done any contributions to Flame before? I'm not sure. Been in a lot of other projects where he has done contributions though. Maybe we should have that as our goal for this weekend. Try to get in a lot of new contributors. Right now we have 239 contributors. I'll write that down here and we'll see how many we have in the end of the weekend. So if anyone is keen to do a contribution to Flame, just give out the shout and we'll find something for you to do. We have some stuff we should fix on the website too, like supporting more games, but it's so boring to code the website code. What did you find any? Oh, that one is already fixed. There's a PR up for that one.
Oh, is it
Uh,
not? Okay, yeah,
it's just that is failing the same issues, the pipeline issues. So we can merge that one and it's done.
This is an enhancement.
Yeah, we can have a look at what they want there.
I
So what do
think
they
they
want? The ability to style a rectangular position component with radius for border. I'm not sure that is something we would want on. Oh, okay, I have already written a comment here too. I have such a bad memory.
Yeah, rectangle component makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not something that's crucial. I think it is already like not that hard to
Yeah.
do these things, but yeah.
And they are even interested in working on that.
If yeah, can you change the title so that it says rectangle component with box decoration? Or box decoration for rectangle component would be more clear, I guess.
Yep.
I wonder if it could. No, it couldn't be done for like general polygons and stuff, right? If we want to support shadows, etc., I guess.
What is audio issue? When I remove the audio, the game. When I remove the audio, the game fast and all is functioning well. But when I add the audio, I have two issues.
I
Tell me
think
what.
this person spoke about this on the Discord too. Let's see, was it the same person? That might have been a different one, but yeah, that is more a problem for the audio players library, I'm guessing. So I think we can skip that one for now.
Looks like they don't have steps to reproduce this.
Yeah, that is very strange. We have not been able to reproduce it either. Yeah, so we can probably wait for Raphael to check in there too, because it might be something from Bonfire that is causing that to happen. Oh yeah, that's an issue I've written.
Oh yeah, this is a lot of people have asked this a lot of times.
Yeah, that would be great to write some good documentation about. Maybe that's something I could do now.
You should also make it generic, Lucas.
Yeah. Yeah, because so why he's asking that is because there is a different type of camera component on in Flame 3D, and currently it's like specifically typed for camera component on Flame Game if you're doing game.camera. And I guess you have some methods in the 3D camera that is doing different things in the 2D camera.
Yeah, preferably we should have a camera component 2D and 3D that both extend from like a base
some
one.
interface, yeah.
But I think in the future we can easily introduce a Flame Game 2D to have like what kind of scene setup you want, like 2D or 3D, and that would solve these problems already.
Yeah, that's a bit similar to like Godot, right?
Yeah. But that's for version 2 of Flame.
Yeah.
If we
so
ever
15 years
Flame
from
3D
now.
into the main engine.
Yeah. Great. Yeah, I guess you can assign that one to me, and I'll can start with that one. Oh yeah, that one I forgot. That one we should have a look at. So if people don't know, Incendial is the author of DCM, Dart Code Metrics, that have a lot more different analyze rules than what the built-in analyzer has. So if you have some big projects, I can really recommend to check that out. And he comes in and tells us about issues that we have every now and then, which is very nice of him. Usually when he has written new rules. So I'm guessing that we have accidentally copy-pasted things, but
Yeah, it's exactly the same test.
yeah.
Well, maybe it's supposed to do that.
Yeah, maybe we want to make
It's called
Is
a
it?
regression
Oh
test.
no, it was doing it on different particles.
was it?
Yeah, there was just one line change there on line 9, and it's doing it on different
Oh,
particles.
but because we call them mock,
Yeah.
like it implements things, but the lint rule doesn't detect that the
Yeah.
code is different in execution, only that it's the same characters wise.
We could do that like we do with the collision detection system, so that we have like a list of things that it should run through, so we don't need
But
to have complete
that's very
doubling things.
difficult to debug, I guess. Like I every time face problems while
Oh,
debugging
true.
things.
Yeah, and you can't run only one test and stuff like
Yeah.
yeah.
We also have a question in the chat, by the way.
Okay. A question that you can't answer.
Oh, I can. I just
Yeah,
don't
go
want
for it.
Okay. I mean, Steph is asking what's the difference between bonfire and flame. And I think the best way to describe it is that flame is like an engine for making games, and bonfire is like a framework on top of flame for a specific kind of games.
Yeah, mostly like RPG games, right?
RPGs and like top-down view games like the original Zeldas, for instance.
Yeah.
Also, it has a better logo than ours.
And it's animated.
It's a really opinionated way of making different kinds of games quite easily.
Oh, I like the examples that he has. They're like the
Better than
style.
ours.
The style on the side was really nice. Move your finger on the screen. Or click and move using the mouse.
Oh, probably it's moving the camera
Oh,
when I.
oh, it may.
See here, Lucas, who doesn't know anything about games.
Oh, it does have pathfinding as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is something I wanted to implement in Flame, but yeah, didn't get
Yeah.
enough time.
We have a. Have you seen the repository that we have that is called Radiance?
Yeah, I've looked at that. Yeah.
So maybe that is something that could live in there.
But those are movement behaviors, that's not pathfinding.
But can't you have pathfinding in the movement behavior?
No, it's a different conceptual beast. Like pathfinding is finding a path from A to B.
Yeah.
Well, movement behaviors technically can do that, but it's more meant to give like AI style movements. And you put pathfinding on top of that.
Yeah.
So go from A to B and flock together or like spread out, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's basically like what
I guess.
effects are to components in Flame.
Yeah. But I meant that isn't that how we would want to use them? Maybe not. Or maybe we want a lower implementation too. There is this A star algorithm rhythm packages that are already in there, but when I tried them, they were a little bit too inefficient for my liking. But it might be better now.
The one from Raphael, the creator of
Yeah.
Bonfire, he also has his own A star package.
Mm.
I believe that one is quite efficient.
Okay.
It's also being used in Bonfire.
Mm.
Yeah, we have lost Lucas to the examples.
Yeah, they so pretty. Oh wow, that's really
Oh,
nice.
yeah,
But that
this
one has
is
a
nice.
shader, right?
Yeah,
That's it?
Yeah, I think
yeah,
this.
yeah.
I saw
Yeah.
it on Twitter the other day.
Oh, that's awesome. We should have some examples like this.
We should get Hanan to start implementing the shader API.
Yeah. So he's only talked about it for like 1.5 years.
I mean, at this point, me and Luan might make the shader API for 3D before he does it for the 2D.
Oh, Grayson Earhart checked in the chat. If you haven't seen his game, it is very cool. He has like a rock band, and with the rock band, they are releasing a new level in the game every time they like, release a song, I think. So if you want to check that out, it's called Gigabool. I'll drop a link in the chat.
Pre-advertisement. How nice.
Oh, and another really cool game that was dropped in Flame like a week ago or something is Idle Horizons, and it popped up to what was it, top 150 on iOS after a week, so that was really cool. Let's see, is there one where you have where there are links to both?
Still haven't gotten the PR from Mike, have we?
I don't know.
Come on, Mike. Do your best. We're not paying you, so. Oh, wait, that might be the problem.
No, it's usually the other way around. I think he's much more motivated when he's not paid. I know I am, at least. Here's the Idle Horizons one. It's also pretty cool. There, it's also on iOS. Let's see.
I'm gonna get something to drink. Be right back.
Good idea. So was there any of these test cases that were duplicates, or was it the particles? We can keep like they are, I guess. Oh, this is even in the same file. Yeah, that looks like an identical test indeed.
Yeah, even this.
I guess we can just remove one of them. Must make sure that the one that is in the most relevant group is left. The YouTube emojis are wild.
Maybe I'll have to go through them one by one before we'll remove it.
Oh yeah.
I'll just assign this to myself.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Oh, did Flutter move some? Aha! But this this is not. I mean, this is not. This is automatically generated from.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can close that one and say that it should be an issue on Dartdoc.
Have you guys seen that Mike pushed the PR?
Yes, just popped up.
Mhm.
Use with values to avoid precision loss. Oh, so the values here are not, they are from 0 to 1 and not 0 to 255 like the other ones, I guess. Or is that correct, Joachim?
Sorry, what? I was not paying attention.
I was looking at the comment that Eric had on Mike's PR. So we are, for the people in the chat.
Oh no, they're not interchangeable. Opacity is from 0 to 1, and alpha is from 0 to 255.
255. Yeah.
So if this is in
Wait, opacity is from 0 to 255.
not if you're talking about the color property opacity.
Yeah,
That one is
I
from
thought
0 to 1.
exactly. And with values, it seems like that one is also taking it, or it takes a double at least, but maybe it takes a double in the 0 to. Let's see it. It actually has the implementation here on the site. Ah, here he says he already did the conversions. So it probably is somewhere else in that PR then. Oh yeah, he found the. Oh, and Mike, you have to in the CI, cicd.yml, you have to bump the min Flutter version variable in the top to 327.0 because this with values doesn't exist until this newest version. Ooh. I suggest the color things all over here. I wonder if there was a Dart fix for that migration.
I mean, it should have been, but it's a Flutter thing, right? Dart fixes tend to not work for Flutter changes.
Oh, maybe not. Yeah, it's strange that like color is built into Flutter and not separate. Would have been nice to have that outside.
Gesundheit, Lucas.
How did you know?
I see everything. Plus, I have the stream open on like 4 different places right now.
In Swedish, we say "Acho prosit," which is like evil
Acho
spirits
prosit.
be gone.
Metal.
It's some Latin or something. Let's see, does the pipeline pass now? Oh, maybe we have to rerun the Goldens too. Let's see.
Yeah, I think so, because I saw that on the test failing for the 3D stuff.
Right.
But then
And the thing is also we have to run the Goldens from a Linux machine. So I'm not sure if you're on a Linux machine, Mike. Otherwise, I can push the Goldens from my machine. If it doesn't magically pass.
The reason we compare to a string, because I saw that you mentioned that, is because there's no way to get any of the information out of the color filter.
Aha.
It's really annoying. Like it's hidden private implementations of the classes that get returned. But the toString is correctly formatted with all the information. Well, for the stream tomorrow and on Sunday, we have a proper setup.
Yeah, nice. Well done. Which time should we start tomorrow?
I mean,
when do people wake up? Or yeah, I guess we are in the same time zone, so it'll be easy for us to organize. What time is it for you again, Shubham, now?
It's 1 a.m.
It's 1 a.m. Yeah, it's always late for you, early for Eric and Luan, and like in the middle for us.
It's around 1 p.m. for Luan right now, I think.
Yeah. I think it was 1 p.m. when we started. Now we've gone for a while.
Oh yeah. Time in Canada. Yeah, it's 2:30 p.m.
Yeah.
I mean, we can set the stream up in such a way that it's running constantly, even if there's nobody there. So people can just hop in and leave, enjoy whenever they want.
Yeah, makes sense.
So when do we want to start it? Because we are the earliest people in our time zone.
No, I guess Shubham is actually the earliest, but it would probably be pretty lonely for him to start to stream alone in the morning.
We'll have to wait 8 hours for anyone to join.
Yeah, exactly. Should we start? I don't know, not that early, I guess. Should we start at like 11, 10, 11?
In the morning?
Go for a couple of hours and then have lunch. Or do you want to start after lunch? Maybe that's nicer.
Yeah, we can. So that would be. When do you have lunch in Sweden?
I will probably be done with lunch at 1 o'clock or something.
Okay, let's just put it on 1 o'clock then.
Okay, sounds good.
That way I don't have to do anything in the morning as well.
Yeah.
Sweet. I'll plan
stress. Okay, I'm just gonna rerun the Goldens for Mike's PR.
Oh, we can also stream it to Twitter. I didn't know you could video stream to Twitter.
Yeah, probably don't try it. We don't want more tech problems tomorrow. Let's see. Oh, have I even upgraded Flutter on this box? Or is it using FVM in here? The other mic, Material Mic, he was talking about some more breaking changes in Flutter. Do you know what the other ones were?
Yeah, but those were mostly related to Flutter widgets.
Yeah, makes sense. Probably related to material
changes.
Somehow.
Yeah, but they were not planned breaking changes.
They just accidentally sneaked through.
Well, Mike did mention them almost a month ago that it was happening on beta. And then it got
So they
merged into,
intentionally sneaked them through them, probably.
Yes.
When you check the goldens, it was failing in the pipeline, right? Not locally. So locally, they would always fail for you.
The Goldens?
Yeah,
No, they were failing in the pipeline.
they were failing in the pipeline.
I don't
Yeah.
run tests locally. We use CI for that. Gotta burn through those minutes.
All right, let's see. Oh, that doesn't look good. I was doing some Melos development locally, and now I think I have my development version active or something, because it gives a lot of strange output here. What is happening? Oh no, my Melos is broken.
I don't think that's a sentence you say often. Oh no, my Melos is broken.
Try reacting the... What? Something is very not happy here.
Currently writing documentation for you guys on how
Oh,
to
that's
join
nice.
the stream tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Because I know the moment like Luan will join or you'll be like, how does it work?
Yeah.
And then I won't be around to explain it.
That makes sense. Oh, that is good. How do I deactivate a locally activated Melos?
.pub global deactivate.
No, like it is running Melos from path.
Oh.
Because I was developing it. So it's a question for Mike that I guess he knows, because I'm sure he probably wrote that activate program or activate thing. Or maybe I can just... Maybe if I just move the Melos directory, it will will default to that one. The directory does not exist. Activate. It somehow overwrites something somewhere and points it to a local directory. I guess it is somewhere in the pub cache. I can just find it by grepping for it. Bin Melos. Okay, that worked. Just removing all the files in the cache. It's a nice way to deactivate it. What do we call the golden thing again? Update golden, that was it. Luan will be here in a couple of hours. We'll see how many of us we are when we're.
By then, I think the stream will be off. But he can always join us tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Because then it will be in the morning for him, right?
Yep.
Wow, it takes quite a while to regenerate the goldens. Script failed to execute, but does that just means that it updated the goldens, right?
finished writing the documentation.
Nice. Oh, that's handy that we can have an AFK scene.
Yeah, because it was like if you leave, then you can just put it on AFK, and the first person that joins can then set it to live again. Basically, how OBS works as well.
All right, I pushed the updated golden, so let's hope that clears those issues. Then we can. Then we can merge quite a lot of PRs once that is in, right?
Yes. And I can start landing the Flame 3D stuff.
Yeah, there are like 7 PRs we can merge here, I think, or 6. Yeah, 6.
I'll have a quick look at the changes on the Flame 3D that he did to make sure that it's still
Do it.
the correct changes. Yeah, I don't think these are correct.
I'm gonna.
Sorry, Mike.
I'm gonna go grab something to drink. I'll be right back.
What? Yeah, we need to change something. Did they remove the value property? Why? Oh, because that depends on the color space probably. I guess it's fine for us to just recalculate it like this, but yeah, I approve. Aside from the one thing that has to be changed. How do I unapprove? Fuck. How do I unapprove? Request changes. Ah, fuck. Is Mike still watching? Because he has to change the code. I mean, I can do it as well, but not professional. Oh, I got a message from Mike on Discord that he's looking. And I just pushed the changes. Oops. Well, that's a merge conflict he has to solve. YouTube Studio is really annoying to work with. Yeah. Ooh, Mike has pushed the changes to the refactor PR. And the CI failed. One analyzer hint detected. You forgot to add a trailing comma, Mike. So unprofessional of him. wait for the CI. Oh, Lucas is back. Welcome back, good sir. Hello?
Right, forgot I muted on the mic. The test passing. Didn't you say that the vector was in A RGB before?
No, RGBA. At least it should be.
Mm.
Me and
It's
Luan
so annoying that there are two formats for that.
Yeah,
Oh,
we aren't even sure if that's the correct format, but that's the format that worked. And I'm saying we are not sure because in different parts of the Flutter GPU, it expects it in the ARGB order.
Oh no.
But this one worked, so.
And since it's just a vector 4, you have no idea what it is. Like.
Yeah, exactly. The Saturday and Sunday streams are up on YouTube.
Awesome. Did you set the a poster to artwork?
I haven't put it on the social media, if that's what you mean.
No, I meant the thumbnails.
Yes, I have set those up as well. And unlike you, I did not crop them incorrectly.
I didn't crop them, I just uploaded it. I didn't do anything.
Because they have black bars on the side.
Yeah, but what can I do that from in there?
I don't know.
I just took the image that Henan sent me.
You can't blame Henan for everything, man.
Yeah, but how did it work for you? You must have had the same one, no? Or did you crop them?
Because I used the streaming service. So that one probably cropped it for me correctly.
So YouTube is the one to blame then?
Yeah, let's just blame YouTube.
Post the links in the chat, like in the YouTube chat too.
Yeah, I need to set the no, it's not made for kids first before I can even get to the link. Because we apparently swear, so it's not safe for kids. I do not know how to spell Saturday, apparently. work on doing some social media posts as well.
Yeah, do it.
Sweet. Haven't done any open source yet.
Nah, no. Only Shubamas.
And our honorary mention for Mike,
Yeah.
because he unblocked our pipelines. Or is trying to.
Post the stream links in the Flame 3D chat too. Seems to be people there in there that are interested.
Oh. Okay. I'll put this.
Seems like we can get in quite a lot of contributors in there if we like manage to have a good base. So that's
Cool.
good to contribute. That's easier to contribute. Oh no, did the test fail again?
Oh, why?
I wonder if it is that stupid. Nope, it is something with the color effect.
Floating point.
It says color alpha 0.5 instead of color hex code like it was before.
Mike is already messaging us. By the way,
Yeah, I saw that. Paint color does not match the darken color. What? How are these not identical? Are the values rounded or something? And you cannot actually see them in the output. Like the first one, it's just zeros everywhere.
Oh, but is that not zeros because it's being rounded down for visibility?
Maybe.
It's probably not correctly zero.
Yeah. That seems wrong at least.
Yeah, but that's the same problem, right?
Haven't looked at the test.
We don't see the full double value.
Yeah, but on the second one, so that one went from alpha 1.0, red 1.0, green 0.7, blue 0.7, and the red, green, and blue is just gone.
Who cares about red?
We'll only have colors with black and different alpha. Can we take on guests on the stream service we use tomorrow? Or like we could on StreamYard?
Yes, we can have up to 10 people in it.
Nice.
So, and considering we are with 6 at most at any given time, we can have 4 guests for sure.
Mm-hmm.
They will have full power over the stream though.
I think we can trust the people we bring in there.
you trust me, so I do not judge
Exactly.
your way of trusting people.
Yeah, my way of trusting people. Mm. What happened? Am I still here?
Yes, Jeff Cage closed his stream.
Yeah, I just stopped the stream.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it was
thought
just
everything
about.
went down.
Oh no!
Let's see. Should I start writing that documentation maybe?
Yes,
It's annoying that I can't share my screen though.
you
But
can.
maybe
So just
can I?
watch.
Let's see what happens. Let's try one more time. Share screen. Then a nice little window comes up here and I get to choose application window. I'll just try to choose the one with Firefox then. Press share. And then there is another share screen thing popping up. Okay, if I press this one, and if I say go live,
Oh,
Oh
crashed.
no.
Oh, kill issue. Welcome back.
works great. There must be some bug in, I don't know, in the Discord client for Ubuntu or something.
Have you tried the web?
Oh, true, I can do that. Just checking if it's some new issues here. Okay, I'll try web. Be right back.
So, how long are you guys staying on this stream?
No idea. Feel free to go to bed whenever. I thought I had closed down Discord, but apparently it's open somewhere.
No, you're still here.
Hey, we can still see you.
I mean, it's
Wait.
late for you, man.
I'm about to log out. Half asleep already. So,
Yeah, makes
No
sense.
worries.
uh,
See
that
you. Are you joining anything tomorrow too?
yeah. Tomorrow it's
Awesome.
what's the time? It's 1300 CET, right?
Yeah, 1,
Yeah.
1 p.m. CET.
So that is probably a
Yeah.
little bit
Yeah,
more
that
reasonable time for you.
yeah, that that works, yeah.
Sweet. See you then.
Okay, cool. Yep. See you tomorrow.
See ya.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
So now the question is,
Okay. Now I'm gonna quit Discord, read client, and check if it works on web.
good luck. Now I'm all alone. Stuff. Hello.
Yo, yo, yo. Okay. Let's see. Let's try sharing the screen then. Wow. Okay, that works. But that's not the window that I was gonna share, I guess.
Apparently, I got locked out of our Blue Fire Twitter account.
So now you need one of the OTP codes from Eric.
Yeah, I already messaged him. Having like organization accounts like this is really horrible for social media because you can never properly set it up in such a way that multiple people have access to it.
Yeah.
Social media is just not meant for this kind of stuff.
What is that matcher called again? It's like close to or something.
I have no idea. I pressed the wrong button. Not because I have Ubuntu and I tried to share my screen. Steph is saying that you should give up on sharing.
Who said what?
Steph said that you should give up on sharing your screen.
Yeah, we have had now I have it, I think. Now I'm just gonna open the stuff that I was gonna write.
Stream.
Here we go. I guess you have to press watch on that one. Let's
Already
close all the tabs here.
Can you zoom in though?
Yes, I will.
Because this is
Just gonna find the docs first. Oh, we have so much stuff in here. But the doc's not showing here. Let's open them specifically now. now IntelliJ froze instead. There's technology is not on our side today. What?
Not our side or like your side on Ubuntu.
Well, yeah, we had a lot of problems with audio before too. What? Okay, let's kill IntelliJ then. Okay, now let's see. Let's get this a bit bigger.
So annoying that on Discord it doesn't automatically watch the stream.
Yeah, so you have to press it every time.
Because if I go to bed and you want to share your screen, nobody's there to press that button.
I'll go to bed at the same time as you, I think. I'm tired. Like, the only time of the year that I go up early is around Christmas when it's Advent of Code, since they release the problems at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, because you want to be the first one to solve it.
I am nowhere close to being the first to solve it. It's like I think 2 days ago or whatever it was, or was it yesterday? I don't know. Times fly by. It was one of the. So there are two problems each day. Like one A problem that is usually quite simple, and then it's a B problem that is usually kind of the same problem, but the things just get ridiculously more computationally expensive. So if you have done a bad solution for the first problem or a bad solution, like something that doesn't scale, then it doesn't work for the second one. And I think I said 4 hours with the second part with that one. Meanwhile, someone solved it live on the stream in 40 seconds. Meanwhile, like reading the whole problem, which is it's a long text with a lot of like bullshit in it. They're like talking about elves and candy, and so you have to like parse out what the actual problem is in there. And
Oh,
then, so
God.
that person has been able to do that at the same time solve both those problems in 40 seconds. Is just easy.
Skill issue, man.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not gonna get that one any better. Let's see. Uh, how big do we want the font? Did we even change the font? I think it made it bigger, right? But nothing is changing. Uh-huh. There we go. Is that enough, or should I make it bigger?
A tiny bit bigger. I've learned it should be really difficult for you to read, then it becomes readable for the stream.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Right. So what was it that I was actually going to do? It was writing up something about the world and such. Clarify camera component and world docs with example. So for the people I don't know that are watching the stream, that what the world and the camera is. So our base class in Flame is called Flame Game, and the Flame Game by default has a camera component on it. And the camera component is looking at a component called the world, which is like a scene where you build up everything that is going to happen in your game. And the camera component can look at different places in the world, like follow different components in the world and zoom in and out and do different effects. And you don't have to have only one camera component in your world. You can have multiple of them. Like you can imagine like Super Mario Kart, for example, or you can have like 4 camera components, like if you're playing multiplayer, but watching the same world from different angles. Or if you want the mini map, you can have a small camera component with watching the same world, but much more zoomed out and in a much smaller viewport. So I'm gonna write some docs to explain these. I thought. We have a docs directory that is just empty. Strange. So I guess we're gonna do that in the camera component. Well, it's not a new way of structuring the game anymore, since we have had that for quite a while, so I think we can remove this.
It's the only way.
Yeah.
It's the only
Or
way
you
we
can
recommend.
Yeah, you can still add components directly to the game, but
I did that yesterday with the 3D stuff. I just did
Mm.
like in the unload of the game, like add mesh component, and it wasn't showing up, and I didn't get why.
You're like, why? Yeah, that is why we have to write these docs, because it's easy to do it wrong.
Ezra thanks you for your explanation,
Oh, she's watching too.
and she's gonna keep watching if we keep streaming. But we're also going to be back on tomorrow and Sunday, so there will be plenty of streaming going on with wise
And
explanations from Lucas.
Very wise.
Very wise.
Let's see, does this make sense? In order to understand how the camera component works, imagine that your game world is an entity that exists somewhere, independently from your application. Imagine that your game is merely a window through which you can look into that world. That you can close that window at any moment, and the game world would still be there. Or on the contrary, you can open multiple windows that all look at the same world or different worlds at the same time. Yeah. These docs are definitely written by... what was he called again?
Pasha.
Pasha, yes. Pasha. With this mindset, we can now understand how camera as a component works. And I don't think we have to mention that camera as a component because we don't have anything else. How... First, there is the world class, which contains all components that are inside your game world. The world component can be mounted anywhere, for example at the root of your game class, like the built-in world is. Then a camera component class that looks at the world. Oops. Oh, what happened? Why is this line so long all of a sudden? Was it that long from the beginning? Then a camera component class that looks at the world. The camera component has a viewport and a viewfinder inside of it, allowing both the flexibility of rendering the world at any place on the screen and also control the viewing location angle. The camera component also contains a backdrop component, which is statically rendered through the world. Okay, that was pretty good text, I think. But maybe the problem isn't in these docs, but that we should have some kind of general structure for how to have your game in like the...
Might it make sense to just split it up? Like camera, world. Because right now it's
they
one
are
big...
kind of related though. Or have something like an image or something in the top here that people can quickly grasp. Yeah.
How do you visualize that?
Yeah.
Without using a camera. I mean, you can use a camera like with like the lines. That's how they do it with 3D explanations as well, like what a frustum is and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think what they're more confused about is how the component tree looks like.
I mean, we can use a tree
Some ASCII tree thing.
Yeah, because it's game, camera, and the world are at the same level. Then you have the viewfinder, viewport inside of the camera with hot components inside of the viewport. Maybe something like that.
Yeah. I wonder if an LLM can generate a tree like that.
No idea.
I'll try. Let's see. Awesome. Perfect. So I guess in the world here we can add some like blah 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 player, etc. etc.
Yeah, like fake fake components.
Oh, and then we can actually add fake components on each level. I guess like in the viewfinder we could have like
The
HUD button or something.
the FPS text component if you want to use a real one.
Yeah.
Because that's the only one I ever add to the viewfinder.
We should somehow like link to this from like what is the first page we come to when we go to our docs?
Kind of like getting started, right?
Yeah, about flame, blah, blah, blah. We should have an actual short getting started instruction here instead of just linking to other places on the...
I think that might improve the overall onboarding with Flame a lot more.
Yeah, because yeah, it was probably a year since I looked at this. It only links to the tutorials folder, examples folder, and awesome Flame repository from there. It's not very user friendly.
No.
Okay, but do we want something more added here in the camera component? Let's see how it explains the world. The world, this component should be used to host all other components that comprise your game world. The main property of the world class is that it does not render through traditional means. Instead, it is rendered by one or more camera components. To look at the world. In the Flame game class, oh, it's interesting. Here we have 94. We had 80 somewhere else. We should go over all the docs and see so that all everything is aligned to 100, like we
That
said we would
be
have.
a good issue to have for people to tackle.
Yeah. Let's see, where were we? In the Flame game class, there is one world called World, which is added by default and paired together with a default camera component called Camera. A game can have multiple world instances that can be rendered either at the same time or at different times. For example, if you have two worlds, A and B, and a single camera, then switching that camera's target from A to B will instantaneously switch the view to world B without having to unmount A and then mount B. Just like with most components, children can be added to the world by using the children argument in its constructor or by using add or add all methods. For many games, you want to extend the world and create your logic in there. Such a game structure could look like this. Maybe we should add a thing that many want to do is having controlling taps on here. Maybe we should have, or maybe that becomes too complicated if we add with tap callbacks here.
Yeah, I think that would
Yeah,
be more
maybe
of a
it's
getting
better to have it
started
cleaner.
thing, right?
Yeah, true. Here we have another section also called camera component. Yeah, here it's called camera component.
It's a
Maybe
different
this
section. The
maybe
title should
different
be camera component
camera
and
and
world.
world. Yeah. Yes, camera and world. We can rename this whole thing to camera, and then we have to see if we this is all just generated stuff. That is not generated. And the camera should probably be a lot further up. Like you use that a lot more than you like use collision detection. And
you have to set it up sooner than anything else.
yeah. Maybe right after components.
I think that would be
I
the
don't know.
best place, right?
Yeah.
But we
I
should
don't know
maybe
if
eventually
this
also have a
is even order.
section for the, like we have file structure, but maybe like game structure that would explain what the tree you just made as well.
Yeah. Let me see. This is the file structure is our first one here. Yeah. File structure doesn't have to be that far up either, I think. Or I guess people
I mean,
do.
what is the file structure even? Is it like
This example
the
is
asset?
this is a very bad example. It's not how you do it.
I can't see it, but
Oh, actually, right. I'm not sharing that one. So inside of the file structure thing there, it's just an example with the main method that has like flame audio play images.load, la la.
yeah, I see
But
it
it's
here.
not, yeah, it's not waiting for the futures, and it's not
Also,
inside of the game.
it would never work because it needs the widget's binding to be initialized first.
Yeah, yeah. So we should move that into a game.
You should also
games
rename
on
it
load.
to asset structure or something.
Yes. Yeah. I'll do that directly in here. Assets
Steph is
structure.
open to contribute some docs as well. Improvements.
Who is?
Steph.
Dev?
Steph.
Oh, yeah.
It's my accent, I know.
I was like, what, Dev?
Dev? I mean, Steph the Dev. That's a nice ring to it.
How did it go with the PR, by the way?
Mike is suffering.
It's some funny gifs here.
I've been looking into it as well right now, but like, I don't get why it's off.
Yeah. Annoying. Assets, structure. Yeah, I think we can move that one down a bit too. Maybe to like under the camera.
This is annoying. So I put our streaming service for this weekend on the paid plan. Then I now constantly get a pop-up on the website. You can upgrade to a higher plan.
Oh, of
Like
course.
I'm already on a plan that costs money.
Okay, I'll mix up these stocks here too. Right fusion tile map component is probably a little bit too specific to have in the asset structure thing.
I mean, Mike, you can just use the close to. And you can always open an issue with like, hey, this should be fixed correctly, but I think it's more valuable to have the PR working right now to unblock everything else.
The flame images. Oh, did I close the? You remember what the load all method is? Load.
Isn't it called load all?
I think that one is like the LLM suggests here that it takes a list of something. But there's also one that loads everything that it can access. Where is... Am I completely blind? Why doesn't it say flame here? Is it because I'm in a subdirectory of flame so it can't?
Because what are you looking for?
On the images cache, there should be a method called load something, load all, or it might
We
be
have
called
load
load all.
all.
And does that take no arguments?
It does take arguments. We have load all images. That will
Load all images. So, like this. That is?
Yes. Which will only load them according to a regex that we have defined, but yes.
Yeah, but that loads like pretty much everything.
Those are pretty much all the formats we support anyway.
Yeah, exactly. What more do we have here? I guess that's enough for that. Audio, images, tiles.
Yeah, the tiles part should go to the tiled documentation, right?
Yeah, I guess that can live in here since there are quite a lot of people using that. But I think that is in the bridge docs too.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think it already says something like that. Does it not? No, it doesn't. It doesn't even say how to use style for the files. Oh yeah, it does at the top.
Mm. Yeah, let's not look too much at that. Dum. Does the camera component need a world instance during construction? I don't think it does
It does not.
anymore.
It's optional to pass it.
It's a bit strange that we're explaining this again here.
Yeah.
Maybe this should be merged with the. There's a default camera component called camera on the Flame Game class, which is paired together with the default world, so you don't need to create or add your own camera component if your game doesn't need it. The camera component has two other components inside, a viewport and a viewfinder. Unlike the world object, the camera owns the viewport and the viewfinder, which means those components learn on the camera. What does it mean by that? Unlike the world object. Like, why would the world object have a viewport and a viewfinder?
I mean,
Yeah,
it
I'll
will
remove
never have
that
one.
part of the sentence. Yeah. A camera component has two other components inside, a viewport and a viewfinder. These components, those components are children of the camera.
Those components
There's
will
also
always
static
be children of the camera.
camera
Because there's
component
no
has
way
two
to
other
mount them to
components.
anything else, right?
Yeah, those components are always children of a camera, I guess.
Yeah, because you can have multiple cameras.
There's also a static property camera component of current cameras, which is not null during the rendering stage, and it returns the camera object that currently performs rendering. This is very, very implementation specific.
Yeah, we should not mention the rendering stage.
There is also a static property current camera. Yeah. And it returns the camera.
Personally, I would also have this below the example. It's more of
Yeah,
like,
for
hey,
sure.
if
For
you
sure,
need
that
advanced
is
stuff,
very. Yeah. It is pretty much only used internally.
I don't think I've ever used it in a game.
Yeah.
I don't even need it for Flame 3D. That's how deeply internal it is.
I mean, it's only needed when you have the need to render multiple.
You know what
Render the same world from the multiple.
You know what we can do with Flame 3D and the camera component?
No.
We can now support VR glasses. because we can
Cool.
just render each eye with the camera component.
Oh yeah,
I should
nice.
try that.
Yeah.
I think that's
Do you have
doable.
some VR glasses?
I do have a Valve Index, so
Mm.
and it's basically just rendering left and right.
Mm.
So
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
guess I'll make a VR game now.
Yeah. Eric can make a pixel art VR game.
Oh, that would be so nauseating.
Yeah. Flame game class has a camera field in its constructor, so you can set what type of default camera that you want. Like this, for example. Split this up a bit. Um,
Mike thinks that the color problem on the
Mhm.
PR is because it uses the wrong endian in the paint object.
Oh no.
So that might be a Flutter issue. So if we just use the close to matcher, we can at least unblock the PR.
Shouldn't the differences be larger if it has the completely
No, because of it's
wrong ending?
behind. I'm not sure how endian
Doesn't it read
influences.
from the other direction if it is the other endian, right?
Yeah, but with the floating point system, it reads it in two parts, right?
Mm.
So the one behind the dot.
Mm.
So maybe
The
the difference
decimals.
is not that big then. I don't know.
No idea. Interesting if we found a bug in the paint object. And how people must have noticed that before. Or they did a change now, right, with this version.
Yeah, or
Broke it.
the change is so minimal and people tend to not test paint outputs like we do.
True.
Either way, it's an issue.
Yeah. Yeah, we should open an issue about that on the Flutter repository.
Yeah.
Can mention the world here too.
My world. Is it my world or your world? Our world.
Our.
It's kind of funny how the documentation mentions the with fixed resolution after we already used it in the example.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't matter much, but it's funny.
Yeah.
It's not a factory constructor anymore, is it? I think I
The
changed that
named
a
one,
few
right?
months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's now a normal constructor.
Named. This named constructor will let you pretend that you use twice as. Maybe we can actually link to
The example.
Yeah. Like this. Let's see. Yes, like this. Can you have a friend? No, can clearly not have parentheses in there. Does it just take away those ones in the anchor, or? How to resolve anchor. Okay, how do I know what this anchor is then?
What are you looking for?
I'm looking how the anchors work here.
The anchors.
So anchor to, I want to link to that goes here.
This is with a hashtag, right? And underscores or
Yes, I do.
dashes.
And I remove the parentheses because I have no
It's
idea
with
what
dashes, by the way.
dashes.
Yeah, at least according to the generated output.
Yep, there we go. Awesome, thanks. This will create a camera with a viewport centered in the middle of the screen, taking as much space as possible while still maintaining the 800-600 aspect ratio.
I would not call that an aspect ratio.
Yeah, we can write the. So what
800,
is
600
800?
size.
Yeah, but we can write the actual aspect ratio.
You have an aspect ratio viewport as well, right?
Yes.
Which would make it confusing.
For free.
We don't have a constructor for that. Should we even keep this constructor, by the way?
Yeah, it is very used, and it would be such.
This is the only constructor that just maps a viewport.
Yeah, but it's the most used one too, I think. Still maintaining the for free aspect ratio and showing a game world region of size 800-600. A fixed resolution is very simple to work with, but it will underutilize the user's available screen space unless their device happen to have the same pixel ratio as your chosen dimension. Aspect ratio instead of pixel ratio, I think, right? Pixel ratio doesn't sound like the right thing. Viewport. The viewport is a window through which the world is seen. The window has a certain size, shape, and position on the screen. There are multiple kinds of viewports available, and you can always implement your own. Viewport is a component, which means you can add other components to it. These child components will be affected by the viewport's position, but not by its clip mask. Thus, if a viewport is a window into the game world, then its children are things that you can put on top of the window. Adding elements to the viewport is a convenient way to implement HUD components. The following viewports are available: max viewport, fixed resolution viewport, fixed size viewport, fixed aspect ratio viewport, circular viewport. That one is very used to the circular viewport.
Yep. It's used in the examples.
Yeah.
In the ant lens example that we have.
Yeah.
That one uses
It is
extensively.
It's actually a pretty cool example, that one. I like that one. If you add children to the viewport, they will appear as static HUDs in front of the world. Viewfinder. This part of the camera is responsible for knowing which location in the underlying game world we are currently looking at. The viewfinder also controls the zoom level and the rotation angle of the view. The anchor property of the viewfinder allows you to designate which point inside the viewport serves as a logical center of the camera. For example, in side-scrolling action games, it is common to have the camera focused on the main character, who is displayed not in the center of the screen, but closer to the lower left edge.
I mean,
Would you really do that?
it depends. Like with Mario, for instance, the original Mario games, you could see
Yeah.
further ahead than back.
Yeah, but wouldn't you just place the
You would still follow the
player
player,
differently?
but you wanted to see ahead, so you would anchor it offset.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's true, actually. Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's common, but I know there are games like that do it.
No, that makes sense then, I guess. If you add children to the viewfinder, they will appear. They will appear. They will appear in front of the world. But behind the viewport and with the same transformation as are applied to the world. So these components are not static. You can also add behavioral components as children to the viewfinder, for example, effects or other controllers. If you, for example, would add a scale effect, you would be able to achieve a smooth zoom in your game. To add static components behind the world, you can add them to the backdrop component or replace the backdrop component. This is, for example, useful if you want to have a static parallax component beneath a world that you can move around. In.
That doesn't really read nice.
This is, for example, useful if you want to have a static parallax component beneath a world that you can move around in.
Behind the world?
Behind the world? Behind a world? It's hard with the behind and beneath because it's like
But then also the move.
which axis is it on?
Yeah. It's like the Z index that we don't have.
Let's see what ChatGPT says. This can be particularly useful if you want to place a static parallax component beneath a dynamic world that you navigate through. Nah, that wasn't better. But it also what? But that basically just added dynamic to world. Behind this does read better, right? Behind the world that you can move around in.
That last part I don't get. So, because you move, the parallax moves, or it's the world that you move in?
Yes, so since the parallax component isn't in the world because it's just static, you don't move the whole parallax component.
So
when you move around in the world, you want to have it static behind the world so that when you move around, you can set the positions of the scrolling of the parallax so that it looks like
so that last part reflects on the world that you can move around in, reflects on the world.
Yeah. Behind a world.
Behind a world that has a
which you
player.
Can move around in. What did you say?
That has a movable player, or a moving player, or a moving character.
That has a.
Because what is you? Me the developer or me the player?
I guess we as the ones, the developers that move the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I agree. This not the best wording here. I just expand it a little bit.
Yeah, that would be better.
Oops. Wait, this is for example useful if you want to have a static diagram that shows behind a world that contains a player that can. Want to write like that can move around in the world, but that's really weird. That shows behind a world that contains a player that can move around. Ah, enough. Camera controls. There are several ways to modify camera. DA cameras. Camera settings at runtime. Do it manually. You can always override a camera component.update method. Or this should be the last suggestion, not the first.
Yeah.
You can always override the camera blah blah blah. That would change the viewfinder's position or zoom as you see fit. This approach may be viable in some circumstances, but in general it is not recommended.
And that's why we put it as number 1. To be fair, from my experience, you really don't want to override the update method.
Yeah, no.
Because it does do stuff, and if you don't call the super.update, it goes.
Yeah, it is.
It doesn't go the way you think it would.
No. Apply. This should be. This was in the complete opposite order. Use special camera. Use camera functions. It's not special.
Yeah, we
camera. Use camera functions such as follow, move by, and move to. Under who this approach uses the same effects behaviors as number 2. Apply effects and or behaviors to the camera's viewfinder or viewport. Effects and behaviors are special kinds of components whose purpose is to modify over time some property of a component they attach to. Quite a lot of explanation of effects here. Modify some property over time.
I still think we should get rid of the main functions.
Main functions.
Yeah, the follow, move by, and the move to.
Get rid of them.
Yes.
Why?
Because they do not
Follow
apply
is
to
awesome.
3D cameras.
That are so useful for others.
Yeah, we should. When we split up the camera components to have a base thing, we should not have it on the base.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean they are also just they just do things on the viewfinder. Right?
I mean, the 3D stuff does have the viewfinder support as well, which is really nice. But like, if you want to follow a 3D object, that's we now have an extra method called a follow 3D for the same use case.
Yeah, makes sense. Apply effects and or behaviors to the camera's viewfinder or viewport. Effects and behaviors are special kinds of components whose purpose is to modify some property over time. Modify some property over time of a component. I think it reads worse now when we change this. To modify some property over time of a component. To modify some property of a component over time, right?
Oh, yeah.
Some property of a component that they attach to over time.
Yeah, but they don't attach to it over time.
That's it, true.
I think the whole that they attach to can be removed, right?
Yeah. The effects and behaviors are special kinds of components whose purpose is to modify some property of a component over time. Yeah, that is good. Camera has
I think we should also point more often to the API docs of a certain class.
Yeah, they are
this
very
documentation is also
underutilized.
on the API.
Yeah.
Not that it's not like it's good to just have it, but
Yeah, but yeah, there is a lot of good stuff in there. We have pretty good Dart docs. Maybe we don't need to write the whole. We only need to write like move by, etc. Follow will force the camera to follow the provided target. Optionally, you can limit the maximum speed of movement of the camera or allow it to move. To only move. Really. Stop will under the effect of the previous call and stop the camera at its current position. Move by can be used by. Is there some Discord spammer in now, or is it real messages? Oh, it's real messages. That's good. Oh, so it changes on like the 10th decimal or something on the on that PR issue.
it doesn't make any sense. Because I tried to do the Endian comparison between big and little, and the difference is much bigger than that. So, like you mentioned.
Oh yeah. All right. Where were I? Move by can be used to move the camera by the specified offsets. If the camera was already following another component or moving towards those. Or moving towards. Or moving. Those behaviors will be automatically cancelled. Move to can be used to move the camera to the designated point on the world map. If the camera is already following another component or moving towards another point, those behaviors would be automatically cancelled. Camera set bounds. It's like here we have 80, here we have 100. I will have a look at if we can.
Didn't we have a markdown linter that enforces it?
We have a markdown linter, but it only complains if it's above 100, not if it's not
below 100.
like filling in all the space it could. But I guess there is a lot of markdown formatters. I will have a look at that tomorrow.
Yeah.
There we go. Set bounds allows you to add limits to where the camera is allowed to go. These limits are in the form of a shape, which is commonly a rectangle, but can also be any other shape. Sure. Visible world rect. The camera exposes property visible world rect. Let's make this window a bit bigger. Which is a rect that describes the world's region which is currently visible through the camera. This region can be used in order to avoid rendering components that are out of view or updating objects that are far away from the player less frequently. The visible world rect is a cached property and it updates automatically whenever the camera moves or the viewport changes its size. Check if a component is visible from the camera point of view. That is a very long title.
I mean, it rolls off the tongue, right?
Let's call cancel, which can be used to check if a component is visible from the camera point of view. This is useful, for example, to cull components that are not in view. Any title suggestion here? I mean, this one is just called Visible World Rect. That is not a very good title either.
I mean, you could just name them after the
Can't see
or fields, but it's not great. But you're going to explain what it does anyway.
Yeah, and then we follow the same. We had the same thing here. And it's also it's like a subsection of the camera control, so yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, I think that's that. Oh no. It's so annoying that IntelliJ automatically adds things to the to your commit, or the commit you haven't done yet changes to be commit.
Oh, that's why I don't use this kind of tooling.
Staged. Yeah, I don't use it either. That's why it's annoying me. Because all of a sudden it's like now I have 4 files that are not staged and 1 file that is staged automatically.
Oh, did you know that someone opened an issue on Flame about 3D light sources?
Yeah.
I never saw that.
I think Luan replied to it, right?
Yes, he did. Quite detailed. I love it. Oh, and Mike has his PR almost ready as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh. Since when do we have a polar font thing?
Since like forever.
Oh,
But we pretty much only have it on the Flame V2
yeah, that's
changes.
where I just found it. It might be worth mentioning more. Because getting the V2 anywhere would take a significant amount of time and energy.
Sorry, what did you say? I completely zoned out.
Oh, we should mention that more often. Because getting the
The
V2
V2.
out there would take a lot of time and resources anyway.
Yeah.
But it's sweet that people already donated.
$35 on how long ago was this? It was actually 2 years ago since we started this issue.
Oh, that's depressing.
But we have gotten quite a lot of fun. Let's see how much. I wonder how much money we have on the Open Collective.
Oh yeah, we also have an open collective.
I changed our Twitter today to point to that one instead of the Patreon. Patreon one is so annoying.
And that's a decent amount. 2,000.
2,000, that's nice. That was a while since we used any.
Yeah, I just used some.
Oh, did you? For what?
For the streaming setup.
Oh, perfect.
Because you can do it monthly, so I just paid it for this month and then they immediately cancelled it.
Oh, great.
That way we don't have to pay yearly.
But you didn't submit anything, did you? I didn't get the email.
No, I haven't submitted it yet, but like...
It's actually
in practice
quite
I
nice
used
interface.
it, I just have to submit it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like when you submit expenses to a company. It's really nice.
Yeah. Pretty dope. Wow, Lucas, you're one of the top financial contributors.
Because, it was because I had... What was it again? I think I had gotten like one of these like a prepaid credit card or something from Google, and then it was a tiny bit of money left on there. So I just sent it over.
Wow. You also get a lot of GitHub sponsor, right?
Yeah,
Can we see that? Oh, there. Yeah.
they're going into 1,196 euros since June 2023.
Nice. Yeah, I think I still pay for the Patreon.
Would you have to pay for Patreon?
No, I'm still paying. Like I'm a
To
Patreon.
Patreon,
Yeah.
or for, oh yeah.
I
So
think so,
you're
'cause I can't
donating
log
to
into
us.
the account. It's been 2 years, no, 3 years and a few days since we released version 1. It was 4 days.
Reported cleaning
Yeah,
up.
9th of December 2021 we released version 1. Flame is getting old, man.
Yeah. Or are we getting old? Well,
Oh,
you just
yeah.
turned 19, so you can't say anything, but the rest of us.
I'm not 19.
18 and a half.
Plus 10, but sure. Also,
Luan
Helen
is the
younger than
youngest,
me.
right? Yeah, Luan too.
Oh yeah, Luan. Wow. I always thought I was the youngest, but
I always thought Luan was like me
50.
and Eric.
He has that old man mindset.
Yeah. And he seems to have done so much already.
Oh, I think I'm going to bed soon.
Yeah, me too. That would be like right when Luan is joining. Didn't you say like a couple of hours?
Yeah, I'm not going to keep the stream up, by the way.
Nah.
We have a better setup tomorrow anyway.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I hope.
Makes sense. Should we just, let's see, is it pushed PR?
I don't think Mike has pushed. He's been slacking.
I think it's on its way.
Your markdown lint is failing on your docs. Don't we have a fix for that?
A fix for it? Like a fix command that fixes it up?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Boo.
Blanks around fences. Fenced code blocks should be surrounded by blank lines. Okay, did I not have that? Camera row 4. Aha. Okay, fine.
Oh, Mike is pushing.
Fenced code blocks should have a language specified. Text.
ASCII.
ASCII. Is that? I don't even know what you can put in there.
I mean, text should be fine.
Yeah.
We don't need. What did we do for the file structure tree? Because that one has a tree as well.
That's a good idea. Check that. Text. So we can write text. How did it? Does that mean that this is not recognized and this is recognized?
I think it's the other way
think
around,
so.
because if there's nothing, it sure looks like this as well. See?
Isn't that recognized?
This is not recognized.
Ah, this language. Okay, you're probably right.
Mike pushed his changes.
Awesome.
And the spell checker failed.
Line 88. Link fragments should be valid. Okay.
Lowercase c.
Was it all
Yeah.
all lowercase?
It's lowercase.
Okay, that should be done.
Beep beep.
Did he write with British English or something? Or what did it
Wrote
fail on?
Indianness, which apparently is not a word. Well, that's why I said spell check on my bloody hell.
Luan is on his way home.
We got plenty of things to merge tomorrow.
Right, so in like 10 minutes we can merge that one, and after that we can... I'll try to make sure that everything is merged before I go to bed, so that we have...
A clean slide.
Yeah, exactly, because there's gonna be more stuff coming in tomorrow. Haven't looked at the chat. Has anyone written anything in there?
Not to my knowledge.
Blah, blah, blah. Nope, nothing new in there.
I sent you a message, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yes. This is such an Eric password.
Okay, it's funny that Eric says that he doesn't have access to it anymore. It's literally his account.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, maybe I changed it to the contacts email.
Yeah, but
I'll have a look.
it's not this one. Is it contacts?
No, it's
Contact.
contact. Contact, yeah. But it should be the same password.
Contacts.
No, not an S.
No.
I think it is.
Without the S, it wasn't either.
Here, I am logged in here. Let's check what it says.
What is?
Let's see. Where do we have the settings? Manage accounts. Do you not just write the account name? Do you have to have the email?
Oh wait, I can do the account name. What is the account name?
Bluefire OSS.
Oh yeah. Blue Fire OSS. Yeah, that works. But the
Where
password
do
is
I
incorrect.
manage accounts?
Oh no, you got an email.
Okay, I got an email.
It says Lu at Bluefire. I suspect the Lu is Lucas and not Luan.
That is odd. Why is it connected to my?
And why is it not a contact?
And I did not get any emails. Maybe it is Luan.
Oh.
But Luan is never using Twitter.
Can we change it to contact?
Yeah, I can try. Now it's probably gonna look super sus. Yeah, there was an attempt to log in. It was a suspicious attempt to log in to your Bluefire OSS account. Review it now. Maybe I can apply. Say. Oh, doesn't say that I cannot accept you from there.
No, I
Location
really need a code.
Eindhoven, Nederland.
Wow.
1 minute ago.
Thank you for doxing me.
You doxed yourself with your accent already.
Nee man. Nein schön.
Account information. Okay, enter your password. Yeah, let's see. No, it is connected to my email. Why is it connected and why do I not get an email? I'll change it to the contact one.
Tell me when you did.
Contact at bluefire.xyz. Verification code. See, should all get that verification code then, I guess. No? No email?
Did you break it?
Break Twitter, that's impossible, it's already broken. Didn't receive code. It is contact and not contact, right?
Yes, it is contact.
Resend code. But then if you just enter my email then, and how do you already try that?
I can try that.
Because the password was correct.
Yeah, the password was correct. And it asks for the confirmation code.
Well, I ain't got any confirmation code.
Well, then you can do the tweet.
Why is Twitter so annoying? Contact at bluefire.xyz.
Such a stable platform.
Okay.
Hey, this Mike's pull request has a succeeding CI.
Oh, nice. Let's ship it.
Let me quickly look at the last test fix thing that he did.
Wait.
Oh, that looks.
Just changing the PR description here.
The changes he did seem fine.
What did it do? Updates to use the new color method with values. Did it do anything else? So that was pretty much it, right?
That seemed to pretty much be it.
All right, thank you for that, Mike. That was very nice.
Much appreciated.
Okay, now let's update the branches on all these. Oh, did it fail the markdown lint again? Did. Oh, did I not push my fixes? No, I did not, because yeah, but updated the branch.
Oh, I have a merge conflict on mine.
Oh, Eric also has a merge conflict on his. What should I? Do you have the text for tweet?
Yeah, I sent you the
Link.
tweet itself. But then
The blue sky one.
the blue sky one,
Somewhere.
you can just copy paste that, put the image in there.
We should say on Twitter. We should also say that it's about Flame.
Yeah, because the Twitter one is blue sky, not flame.
Yeah,
Blue
exactly. Exactly.
Oh lord. Looks like Mike's fixed all the PRs.
Awesome.
They're running.
Oh, it does say that in the image already. I guess that's enough.
Yeah, that's true. Fair enough.
And then the links were also on here.
Oh, your CI failed.
No.
Oh no, it didn't. Never mind. GitHub doesn't update the icon when the CI is still running.
Those two other day links to the LinkedIn post too.
Sweet. Thank you for posting.
No worries.
Oh, why do those CIs always take so long?
Need merge train. They have like an experimental merge train feature that on GitHub, but it's only on sometimes, so you can use it.
Try the new merge experience. Oh wow. Do you have a try the new merge experience at the bottom of a merge request?
Yeah, I think so, but it's, if I remember correctly, it wasn't that much different, right? It was like the
It visually looks
buttons
different.
looked a bit. Yeah.
I don't like it.
Because you don't like change.
I do not like change. How dare they change my merge request overview? Also, I have a plugin that changes GitHub drastically as well.
That one. What is it called?
GitHub Enhanced
The
plugin.
one with that has like more features and all kinds of stuff.
Yep.
That one, yeah.
Quite useful if you have to look at GitHub every day.
Yeah. It must be such a pain to maintain a project like that, like when since
GitHub changes constantly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And they don't have any like I mean it's not an API to change things in the CSS, right? So
No,
no.
but they do
No
have proper
deprecation.
class names and stuff, so that makes it.
Okay, that's
It's
nice.
not like Google that has like generated
Yeah.
names.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, like if you're on the issue page, you have the clear current search query, button
Mm-hmm.
that literally has the issue reset query class. Like, it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, for sure.
But still,
That's
we
nice.
don't want to really fuck around with CSS that much.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have started all the CIs at the same time. Taking too long.
Now Luan got in.
Hey, your PR has a successful CI.
Nice.
Thank you, Mike.
Oh, now we need to do some reviewing here too. Start with the Shubhams.
Can I not just invite Luan directly to this? Luan, invite. There you go.
Oh yeah. Mike had a comment on your PR
Then make it stable.
to remove the infos false.
Well, let's try it. We can merge that one later as well, because I think I need to do a few more things.
Put the review on the camera docs too.
I'll give you a review.
Oh, I heard the sound.
Yep.
I
The
see a
man of the
Luan
hour.
image. No.
You can hear me?
I heard it. Yeah,
Okay.
but not see you.
Oh, one sec.
You can join us for the last few minutes.
Wow, you really abandoned me.
No, you really abandon us by doing work and stuff. Ugh,
Yeah,
disgusting.
this guy
Do we
actually
really...
has to work, put food on the table.
Lucas, do we really have to
Uh-huh.
update the branches again just to be able to merge it?
Yeah. Pizza. Pita.
I want to go to bed.
I bet you go to
But
bed.
I thought we were gonna code all night.
No.
Tomorrow.
That's how hackathon
Tomorrow all
works.
night. Tomorrow all night.
Okay. What are we doing?
Yeah. We have so far there was a Flutter version released yesterday, right? So we have updated our minimum version to that, and then it fixed all deprecations on there. And Mike fixed, Mike fixed all those deprecation things because, and there was some strange thing with that. It was using the wrong endian or some paint value, so it was off by the 10th digit in some places,
Oh, I remember
or like
having
the
issues
10th
with that
decimal. Yeah, but that
when
he
we
has fixed that
encoded
up now.
doubles directly.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we have updated some documentation for the camera component, and we have done a nicer example for the clip component.
Credit to
That
Dev
is
Cage
it,
for
right?
that one.
And we had a lot of problems with the setup in the beginning. Sometimes we didn't have sound. Sometimes there were echoes.
When Luan just joined, I had to mute him in my Discord call to ensure we don't have the same echo again.
Oh yeah.
But you can hear me through the stream.
Yes.
Well, hopefully tomorrow will be easier than your setup, right?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
should be a lot easier.
Sure.
So are we going to finish this stream?
Yeah, I guess we can yeah. We finish the stream and then we can
because I'm hosting
hang
this
out
stream,
in the
so
and you want to go to bed, so
and I want to go to bed. Yes.
so we can send the links in the YouTube chat too, so people get them there.
The stream link, you mean?
Yeah,
I already did.
Oh, you did. Awesome.
I'm a professional something.
Yeah. All right.
Sweet.
All right, folks. So see you all tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Yeah.
1 p.m.
Central
or 1 p.m.
1 p.m. CET.
CET.
13:00.
7 a.m. You want me to wake up at 7 a.m.?
No,
You don't have to.
You don't have to join directly.
Wow.
Me and Lucas will just kick off the stream.
No,
And then you
I'll
can
be
just
here.
join
I'll
and
be
leave
here.
whenever.
7 a.m. with loads of
Yeah,
coffee.
the advent of code starts at 6 o'clock, so you can go up a bit earlier. Oh wait, it's 6 o'clock our time. It doesn't make sense.
That's even earlier.
That's probably because it's like after work for me. That's when it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Oh man, I am so sleep deprived from going up 6 o'clock every day. It is ridiculous. Not good for
Are you doing it
but
in
it's
darts or are you trying some new language?
yeah, Dart. I am hosting the Dart Advent of Code leaderboard, so I have to do it in Dart.
Oh, there's a leaderboard. Cool. I don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
do we say bye?
Yeah. Yep.
Bye bye.
Good
Until
night,
next time.
folks
Bye.
out there. If anyone